Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. We're having some audio trouble this day, so we just had to do voiceovers for this video, and I hope it works for you guys. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. After 5 months of living in Pattaya, we decided to go check out the Sanctuary of Truth. So that's what this video is about today. And we took the taxi across town to Nuklua and through some little twists and turns till it gets back to the Sanctuary of Truth. And we got there about a half hour early and we got our tickets. And this is us after we got our tickets telling you about it. And Tree's going to tell you a little bit about the Sanctuary of Truth.
So it was started in 1981, and it's been an ongoing kind of construction project since then. I think it's scheduled to be finished this year, 2025. And it's made completely of wood, and you'll see a lot of that throughout the video. They do use metal nails, but aside from that, I believe every other aspect of it is wood. So.
Yeah, the workshop on the way in when we got on the tour was really cool. You guys will see that coming up here in the video.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was cool walking into the grounds. They had like some horses. I guess once we got inside, we realized that they do horseback rides and elephant rides.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not sure how we feel about that, but anyway, that's what actually is happening there. So we walked in, said hello to the horses, and they just wanted some food.
Yeah, they didn't pay us any mind. Well, a little bit.
Yeah, so this is just us. We're going to go in. We're going to go check out the overlook area that looks over the...
it's like a scenic viewpoint.
Scenic viewpoint, yeah. Mm-hmm. And gather with the people that were going to go on our tour. And yeah, hope you enjoy the views. We'll pipe in when things change and tell you when we went from place to place. And,
we'll mention here, because you see the people wearing hard hats. So they hand out the hard hats at the beginning of the tour because, as we said, since it's still under construction, things could possibly fall, I guess. And so they just want to make sure that, especially when you're inside, that you're wearing hard hats, not necessarily, as you're walking around the grounds, but we didn't see anything fall.
Yeah, so anyway, so this was pretty cool. This is going right into the workshop where they carve all the carvings that are inside the Sanctuary of Truth. And it's just all the little different parts. You can tell that over the years, some of the parts get old, and they have these people working all the time. So they're like replacing parts as they go. So over the 30 years or so that they've been building this, you can see that there's some that have been replaced, some are older, some were taken out to the garden. We'll show, there's a good part of the video that shows the garden, which is really cool. And it's just like statues and carvings of wood of all the different deities.
And just really impressive to see all the handwork going into the carvings and just the designs.
Yeah, it's just all done by hand and just like,
no power tools.
No power tools going on, yeah. Later on when we're like kicking back listening to the birds and stuff, you can hear like some hammering, and this is where that hammering is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and so it covers Buddhism, Hinduism, was there some other...
Christianity.
Is there some Christianity in there too?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's several different religions and
so I think
faiths.
This is the mock-up of what the Sanctuary of Truth is supposed to look like.
That little kid was trying to get inside. Wow.
Yeah, so when we walked out, you're in just like a big kind of dirt field out on this point. I don't know if they filled it in for this or not, or if it was just naturally out there. But this is the outside of the Sanctuary of Truth, and it's magnificent. It's
Pictures and videos definitely don't do it
don't
justice.
do it justice
Yeah.
for sure. Just the grandeur of it. It's just really amazing the way everything lines up, and it's like just the fact that it's all done in wood. I used to think it was black when I see pictures of it, but it's just all wood, so it's dark. There's
Yeah.
no shining gold and white and stuff you see on a lot of other temples.
And you'll see why this is what I believe is the number one attraction in Pattaya. It's really the most impressive temple that we've seen. I know that there are a couple of temples spread throughout the city.
There's no women and alcohol here, though.
That's right.
That's the other thing that Pattaya would be known for. So,
Right.
yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about how we feel about that in the next video that we make from Chiang Mai. So we made a big decision in Chiang Mai, so you'll find out about that when we make that video next. We just
So now here's where as the group, we're being led inside up these amazing
check
stairs.
out the carvings on the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we're going in here, you can see the guys down below the stairs and up here in the window. Oh, those might be tourists, but yeah, those are tourists. But down below is construction workers working on all this stuff.
So this is the entryway.
And they do have nighttime tours here.
Yeah.
I'd like to, before we leave Pattaya, I would like to go do a nighttime tour there. That would be cool.
Now walking inside, it was pretty breathtaking. I don't think I was quite prepared for how immense it felt inside, like the tall ceilings and just carvings all the way, all over the place, just everywhere you looked.
Every once in a while, you'll see a blank spot, like a big blank spot on a wall. It's just like they're carving something to go into that spot, or either something was moved from there and they're replacing it with something, or, like I said, they're the work in progress. They're like in sections. You can see they're like in panels where they're like cut.
Yeah.
It's one big piece and cut in separate sections. I really like the way they had it lit up. Like some of these other temples set up inside of it. There'll probably be more of that once they finish it.
And now we've been inside some gorgeous temples and some really seeing beautiful architecture around Thailand. But I think so far, from what we've seen, this has been the most impressive to me as far as like the inside of a temple.
Yeah, just the work that's gone into it, just the vision to create it, and where it's at too. It's like just right out on the point, looking out at the ocean, the Gulf of Thailand. Um, Let me see if I can zoom in here and get some. There you go. Yeah, it's just beautiful out there, and we found a really cool pagoda out around the corner. Somehow we lost the video for that, but yeah, back in the temple is just mind blowing. It's just we just the word awesome takes on a new meaning.
And from what I remember about the founder, he's Chinese. He was Chinese. I can't remember if he's still alive. And he had this vision of wanting to create this temple, this sacred space that incorporated all the different beliefs and religions that were found in Southeast Asia and throughout Asia. And so that's why, like Sean said, mentioned the Hindu and Buddhism and Christianity. I think a couple of other.
A coexist sticker would look right inside this place. So yeah, if with our life in Thailand, we can like hopefully learn what more of these images are as we see them in different places.
We're familiar with some of the Ganesh and
on the
Buddha.
tour, if you go and take the tour, he talks about a lot of them. A lot of them show like people who are suffering, people who are like angry and violence, and some of that stuff is even shown in the pictorials and in the carvings.
Right. Well, there are, I believe it's 5 or possibly 6 truths that are represented within the halls of the temple, and there's pillars that are representative of each of those truths. And yeah, I'm really bad about remembering all the different the meanings behind them, but
we'll put a link in the description.
In the description, yeah.
That has the information, a link to all the stuff about the Sanctuary of Truth. I really like the big Ganesh they had up in this room. Okay, so this now we've left there and we're out in the pagoda that's just out on the point looking over the water. And again, we're having some audio issues here, so
Impressive.
That's why we're talking to you through this microphone. There's just carvings, the whole thing's just a big, huge carving.
Yeah.
And seeing the workshop. So we hung out here for a while. It was a cool place to hang out and check out and get out of the sun for a little bit. And after this, we went and checked out that garden. So that's coming up. So yeah, here's the garden that we found. It was really pretty awesome. There was a lot of stuff in this on the grounds here that I wasn't really prepared for, and this was one of them. It was I definitely got some good footage of it.
Yeah, very, very peaceful. And we ended up coming early, and we're on the first one of the first groups of tours going through. So when we were walking around here, there weren't really that many people, and I think it's because they were all going to their tours. So
And we were on the very first tour
yeah,
as well.
so it just helped that it wasn't super busy, and just a few people here and there.
And just with all the it rains a lot here, so it's the jungle, so the wood makes it look old. Some of the pieces look really old. Mm-hmm. Some of them probably came from inside the temple and just got replaced with something else.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
Or it wasn't up to the standards of the temple, so they put it out in the garden or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is about when we started. I mean, we saw the pond when we came in. I guess you can actually take boats out into the water, like paddle boats. You can go out there on, and
but it wasn't until maybe
until we got here.
Yeah,
just when we got here, we got through the end of this, and we saw the pond and a path down to another little hangout spot. You'll see here in a second.
So this is all on the one side of the Sanctuary of Truth where we're coming in, because when you come down the stairs, you go past here, but you don't even realize that it's there.
Yeah, it was all to the right.
Yeah, because they pretty much direct you, into towards the woodworking area, and then into the temple, and all of that. So they let you once you get a ticket inside, then you can be there all day long until they close. Basically.
Oh yeah, you could bring a picnic like this lady looks like she did, and yeah, you can totally bring a picnic with you, and you can see the place where there's picnic tables right over there.
Yeah, nice and shady.
Yeah, the spot where we went down to on the water is like a resort. I mean, and then the view there is just very serene, very nice. Yeah, this place was really sweet. I could totally imagine bringing a picnic and just hanging out here all day.
Yeah, it's very serene and peaceful. And we were sitting down there for maybe a good 20 minutes, maybe a little bit long. Yeah, probably about 20 minutes. And 2 people managed to find their way down there. So, it's kind of a little hidden area.
And I think these are mostly shots from my camera, from my phone, done in portrait. So I had to do the Ken Burns effect on them to move from one point to the other by the end of the video. So they're not widescreen. But they're cool. yeah, so this is the way out. That was our trip to the Sanctuary of Truth. Yeah, this is the stairway out, and then once we got up the stairway, we have the what kind of birds are these two?
They are those the mine? No, oh no, those are quail.
Oh, those are quails, big fat quails.
Yeah.
So these guys saw us out, and that was our day. Hope
Called
you guys enjoyed it.
we called a bolt and went back to our condo and
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Please subscribe and like our videos.
and share our video.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take care.